Hello dear students, now I am discussing Cambridge O-Level Chemistry May June 2023 paper 22. Question number 1. Here there are some compounds, some oxides. You can use once or more than once. So number A, which oxide is a neutral oxide? You know, water is a neutral oxide. What is neutral oxide? Which are neither acidic nor alkaline, neutral. Water, carbon monoxide, nitrous oxide, these are neutral oxide. B, reacts with calcium oxide to form slag in the blast furnace. You know, blast furnace extraction of iron. Calcium carbonate breakdown to form calcium oxide, and that calcium oxide reacts with sand means silicon dioxide, which are present as impurity in iron ore. They form calcium silicate, which is known as slag. So calcium oxide reacts with silicon dioxide to form slag. Number C, reacts with dilute hydrochloric acid to give blue colored solution. Copper 2 oxide reacts with hydrochloric acid to form copper 2 chloride plus water. Copper 2 chloride solution is a blue color solution. Which oxide is an amphoteric? Amphoteric means, you know, both acidic and basic both properties have. Zinc oxide, aluminum oxide, lead oxide are amphoteric oxide. So zinc oxide is the answer. E, which oxide contains an ion with an oxidation number of +3? You know, iron 3 oxide. Here iron is 3, oxygen is 2 valency. So this iron is here Fe3 plus. Fe3 plus, iron 3 oxide. F, decolorized acidified aqueous potassium manganate. This is the test for sulfur dioxide. You know, sulfur dioxide turns acidified potassium permanganate purple to colorless. So this is the sulfur dioxide. Now next question number 2. Chlorine is a green gas at room temperature and pressure. State the appearance of the iodine. You know, iodine is a gray black or black solid. Fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, they become down the group, they become darker. So iodine is a gray black solid. You have to learn it. Chlorine reacts with iodide ion to form chloride ion and iodine. Explain in terms of electrons why chlorine is an oxidizing agent in this reaction. You know, oxidizing agent oxidizes another substance but it's self reduce, that means it's gain electron. Here chlorine gain electron to form chloride ion. So chlorine is a oxidizing agent. To state the oxidation number of iodine, 0. Rules 1. Rules of oxidation number. Any element have an oxidation number 0. 3. Describe what is observed during the displacement reaction. You know, iodide ion aqueous solution is colorless, iodine aqueous is brown. So colorless solution turns to brown, or you can write orange. Brown is good, you know, aqueous iodine solution is brown. Number C, state what is meant by the term diffusion. You know, movement of particles from high concentration to low concentration. You know, this is a definition of diffusion, you have to learn it. 2. Explain why the rate of diffusion of fluorine is greater than that of chlorine under the same condition. You know, molecular mass of fluorine is less. Lighter gases diffuse faster. The molecules which have lower mass, they move faster. That's why fluorine has a lower molecular mass. Next, 3. The rate of diffusion of fluorine increases as the temperature increases. Suggest why using ideas about kinetic particle theory. Fluorine molecules have more kinetic energy or move faster. If you increase temperature, molecules move faster. Next, question number 3. Zinc nitrate is a soluble salt. Zinc carbonate reacts with nitric acid to produce zinc nitrate, water and carbon dioxide. Here 4.50 gram of zinc carbonate mass is given, is added to 50 centimeter cube volume 1.3 mole per dm cube nitric acid. So here zinc carbonate mass is given and nitric acid volume and concentration is given. You have to show by calculation that zinc carbonate is in excess. Here zinc carbonate excess, you have to prove it. You have to show. Now first, moles of zinc carbonate as solid. So solid formula, moles of zinc carbonate mass divided by molar mass. Zinc carbonate molecular mass is 125. So you get this value 0.036. Moles of nitric acid, as it is a liquid, as volume and concentration is given, so N equals CV. Number of mole equal concentration is 1.30, volume 50 centimeter cube. So divide by 1000, you have to convert it dm cube. This value 0.065 moles. Now you see, nitric acid 2 mole reacts with 1 mole zinc nitrate. So moles of zinc carbonate react half of nitric acid, 0.065 divided by 2. That means nitric acid zinc carbonate react 0.0325. But zinc carbonate mole is 0.036. So zinc carbonate is excess. For 0.036 mole of zinc carbonate, mole of nitric acid react with 0.072. So nitric acid is less, zinc carbonate is excess. Three, once the reaction has finished, the mixture is filtered. State why the mixture is filtered to remove the excess zinc carbonate. Number 3, describe how to make pure dry zinc nitrate crystals from the aqueous solution of zinc nitrate. So the solution is heated to the crystallization point. Crystallization point, the point where when crystal start to form. So the solution is heated to the crystallization point and the mixture is allowed to cool. The mixture is left to cool. Then the mixture is filtered. The crystals are washed and dried in a warm place. Just the aqueous solution is heated to the crystallization point and allowed to cool or left to cool. Then the mixture is filtered, the crystals are washed, dried in a warm place. In this way you can prepare zinc nitrate crystals from aqueous solution. Lead chloride is an insoluble salt. It is prepared using a precipitation reaction. Name two aqueous solution that react together to give a precipitate of lead chloride. So lead nitrate is soluble, sodium chloride is soluble. Lead reacts with chloride to form lead chloride precipitate, insoluble salt. Now ammonium sulfate is a soluble salt. It is prepared by the reaction of alkali and an acid. Name the alkali: aqueous ammonia, and acid sulfuric acid. Aqueous ammonia reacts with sulfuric acid to produce ammonium sulfate. This is a soluble salt. Ammonium sulfate, this is sulfate balance is 2, ammonium balance is 1, so ammonium sulfate salt is formed. Come to question number 4. Nitride ion N750-3, electron, number of electron, neutron, proton. Proton 7, neutron 15. 15 is the mass number. Mass number minus proton number, you get neutron number 8. And minus 3 means 3 electron is more. So number of electron will be 7 minus 3 means 3 electron has extra. So 7 plus 3, 10 number is the number of electrons. State why the formula of magnesium ion is Mg2 plus rather than Mg single plus and 3 plus. Magnesium 2 plus ion has full outer shell of electrons. That means magnesium is 12 electron, so its electronic configuration will be magnesium ion 2, 8. That means outer electron shell is fulfilled. See the formula of nitride ion N-3. So Deduce the formula of magnesium nitride. Magnesium valence is 2. So this 2 is for magnesium, nitrogen valence is 3. That's why magnesium nitride formula will be Mg3N2. D. Magnesium nitrate is an ionic compound. Two physical properties of magnesium nitrate. That means ionic compound soluble in water, and ionic compound conducts electricity in aqueous solution. So you can give these two. And number E, calculate the percentage by mass of nitrogen in magnesium nitrate. Percentage of nitrogen in total magnesium nitrate. So MR, relative molecular mass of magnesium nitrate, you will count it 148, you will calculate it 148. So percentage of nitrogen, as there are 2 nitrogen atom, 2, so 14 into 2 divided by 148 into 100, percentage 19%. So percentage by mass is 19%. Now question number 5. This is an reversible reaction. Carbon solid, others are gases. An equilibrium mixture is formed when the reversible reaction happens in a closed system. That means gaseous equilibria only for applicable closed system. Why? Because reactants cannot escape, or you can write products cannot escape. If it is not closed system, reaction will go out, escape easily. So it never form equilibrium position. Predict what happens to the position of equilibrium when the temperature is decreased. This forward reaction is absorb thermal energy. This means this is forward reaction is endothermic reaction. Delta H will be positive endothermic reaction, as absorb positive positive. So what happens to the position of equilibrium when temperature is decreased? If you decrease temperature, equilibrium will go to the exothermic direction to increase temperature. So it will go right to left. Position of equilibrium moves to the left, I mean right to left, to produce heat. Expression, the forward reaction is endothermic reaction. Sorry. Yes, you can write the forward reaction is endo, or you can write reverse reaction is, or backward reaction is exothermic reaction. What happens to the position of equilibrium when pressure is decreased? If pressure is decreased, equilibrium will go to the greater number of moles. From equation you see, left side 1 mole gas, solid you don't count it, gas 1 mole, 2 mole. Right side there is 2 mole of gaseous product, and left side 1 mole. So if you decrease in pressure, it will go, position of equilibrium will move from left to right. Now we see the answer, moves to the right, because there are more moles of gas on product side or on right hand side. Predict what happens to the rate of backward reaction when the temperature is decreased and the pressure remain constant. You know, if you increase temperature, rate of reaction increases. If you decrease temperature, rate of reaction decreases. So here temperature is decreased, rate decreases. Because why? Particles have less kinetic energy, or less effective collision occurs, less successful collision occurs. Number C, what happens to the rate of backward reaction when the pressure is increased? Rate increases because more particles per unit volume, so greater collision frequency. If your pressure increases, molecules become closer, so there are more particles per unit volume. That's why more successful collision occurs or more effective collision occurs. So rate of reaction is increases. Next, come to question 6. This reaction is an endothermic reaction, is given question. Nitrogen reacts with oxygen to form nitrogen 2 oxide. Draw the on the axis provided the reaction pathway diagram for this reaction. You have to include excess, reactants, products, enthalpy change of the reaction delta H, and EA means activation energy. So as this is an endothermic reaction, so y-axis enthalpy or energy, x-axis reaction pathway. This endothermic reaction, in endothermic reaction, reactant has less energy, product has more energy. So this is an endothermic reaction, and reactant to peak of the curve, this energy difference is known as EA, activation energy, and the energy gap between reactants and products, reactant to product, this is known as delta H. This is positive because this is an endothermic reaction. Next, question number B. Here one reaction hydrogen bromine to form hydrogen bromide. Their bond and bond enthalpy values are given. So you know enthalpy of the reaction, bond broken in reactant, bond break in product, bond form. So just you bond breaking, one hydrogen bond 463 plus one bromine bond 192 629. Bond forming or bond making product 2 into hydrogen bromide bond energy 366. Then enthalpy change will be bond broken minus bond form negative 103. This is an exothermic reaction. Now this question number 7, this is organic chemistry. Ethene, but1-ene and but2-ene are alkenes. So this is the ethene, this is 1-butene or but1-ene. State the general formula of homologous series of alkene, you know, CnH twice n. Alkene general formula is CnH twice n, and alkane CnH twice n plus 2. But1ene and but2ene are structural isomers. State the meaning of the term structural isomers. You know definition of isomers. Same molecular formula but different structural formula or different displayed formula are known as isomers. Draw the displayed formula of but2ene. 4 carbon, 1, 2, 3, 4. As it is but2ene, that means double bond will be in second number carbon. Then every carbon you have to valency 4, you have to maintain 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 here double bond. 1, 2, 3, 4. Every carbon have 4 valency because carbon is a group 4. But1ene is an unsaturated hydrocarbon. State why but1ene is an unsaturated compound. Contains carbon-carbon double bond. You know, compounds containing carbon-carbon single bond saturated. Compounds containing carbon-carbon double bond or carbon-carbon triple bond, that are unsaturated. So but1ene contains carbon-carbon double bond, that's why. State why but1ene is a hydrocarbon. You know, compounds containing carbon and hydrogen only are called hydrocarbons. So but1ene only contains carbon and hydrogen. Carbon and hydrogen. That's why this is known as hydrocarbon. D. But1ene reacts with steam in presence of catalyst and reacts with bromine. Draw the structural formula of the product of the reaction with steam in the presence of a catalyst. You know, alkene reacts with steam in presence of catalyst to form alcohol. So as it is butene, it can form 1 butanol and 2 butanol. This is 1 carbon, 2, 3, 4. So this alcohol group contain number 1 carbon, so this is 1 butanol or butan-1-ol, and this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Alcohol group is attached to second carbon, that's why this is 2 butanol or butan-2-ol. And number 2, draw the structural formula of the product of the reaction with bromine. You know, if alkene reacts with bromine to form dibromoalkane, so but1ene, that means 4 carbon, this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2 Br2 means bromine Br2, 2 bromine atom. When but1ene reacts with bromine, 1 bromine will be added with number 1 carbon and another bromine will be added to second carbon. That's why 1, 2, 3, 4, 1,2-dibromobutane. Ethene is a covalent substance. Dot and cross diagram to show the bonding in a molecule of ethene. Ethene, you know, this is carbon carbon double bond, this 4 hydrogen, so any single bond contains 2 electron, double bond contains 4 electrons. So as carbon carbon double bond, so here 4 electron, left carbon gives 2 electron, right carbon gives 2 electron, and carbon hydrogen single bond, 1 electron will give carbon, other electron will give hydrogen. You can draw this diagram or you can show in this way, both are correct. Explain why ethene has a low melting point. Low melting point, they have weak intermolecular forces. So you can write answer, there are weak intermolecular forces. That's why ethene has low melting point. Come to next question, number 8. This question is about electrolysis. You see, electrolyte, product at the anode, product at the cathode. You know, at cathode reduction reaction occur and at anode oxidation reaction occur. So concentrated potassium aqueous potassium iodide, Ki aqueous, potassium ion, water means hydrogen ion and hydroxide ion. So product at the cathode will be hydrogen. Hydrogen ion gains electron to form hydrogen, reduce as aqueous here, and at the anode hydroxide ion lose electron, oxidize to form iodine. Dilute sulfuric acid, that means water. So at the cathode same product hydrogen ion reduce, hydrogen ion gains 2 electron to form hydrogen, and at the anode oxygen is produced. Hydroxide ion lose electron to form oxygen and water. So this product is oxygen. Molten lead bromide, here no aqueous, no water. I mean lead bromide Pb2 plus Br minus. There is no water, so here there is no hydrogen will be formed at the cathode. Lead ion 2 plus means lead ion electron deficient, electron less. So molten lead bromide electrolysis, lead ion gains 2 electron to produce lead, and bromide ion Br minus, bromide ion negative ion, bromide ion lose 2 electron to form bromine gas. These are product at the anode and this product at the cathode. Give 2 reasons why graphite is a suitable material from which to make electrodes. Unreactive or inert, you can write. Graphite is unreactive and inert, and it has high melting point, so it cannot melt easily. These 2 reasons. Aluminum is manufactured by the electrolysis of aluminum oxide dissolved in molten cryolite. At anode, oxide ion reacts to make oxygen molecules. Construct the ionic half equation for this reaction. That means oxide ion oxidize means lose 4 electron to form O2. Minus 2 into 2, 2 to the 4, here 0. Minus 4 to 0, so lose 4 electron. Here oxidation number 0, here minus 4. So minus 4 to 0, you oxide ion have to lose 4 electron. And minus 4 left hand side, or you can write right hand side 4 electron. When oxidize lose electron, you can write left hand side minus or right side plus. Next question 9. A sample of clean dry air contains 0.0400% carbon dioxide by volume. Calculate the number of molecules of carbon dioxide in 480 dm cube of clean dry air at room temperature and pressure. Volume is given 480 dm cube. Carbon dioxide contains 0.04%. So you have to, at first you have to calculate in 100 there are 0.04. So at in 1 how much, and 480 dm cube how much? First, volume of carbon dioxide 100 contains 0.04 and 1 how much, and 480 dm cube how much? You get volume of carbon dioxide. Now moles of carbon dioxide, number of mole divided by molar volume. Molar volume is 24 dm cube. So volume moles of carbon dioxide or number of moles of carbon dioxide, volume of carbon dioxide divided by molar volume of carbon dioxide. This mole 0.008. Now number of molecules equal formula number of mole into Avogadro constant 6.02 10 to the power 23 is given. 1 mole gas contains these molecules, so 1 mole gas contains 6.02 into 10 to the 23 molecules. So 0.008 molecule 8 mole carbon dioxide contains how many molecules? Just multiply. Number B, complete combustion of fuel gasoline makes carbon dioxide. One of the hydrocarbon in gasoline has the molecular formula C9H22. Construct the equation for the complete combustion. This is an alkane, so you know if you alkane complete combustion, it will form carbon dioxide and water. Carbon dioxide and water. C9H20 is alkane. If you react with oxygen to produce carbon dioxide and water. So now here 9 carbon, that's why I write here 9, and 20 hydrogen, so you write 10 here, 10, so hydrogen balance. Then you count right hand side how many oxygen. 9 to the 18 plus 10 ones are 10. Right side has total 28 oxygen. So if you write here 14 to the 28. 14 into 2 28. Here 9 to the 18, 10 ones are 10, 28. Number C, Higher levels of atmospheric carbon dioxide lead to increase the global warming. Give one adverse effect of global warming. You know this common question, climate change, or you can write sea level rising, ice caps melting. You can write anyone. 2. Describe how the presence of gases, say carbon dioxide in the atmosphere causes global warming. How this happen? This happen, carbon dioxide absorb thermal energy and reflection of thermal energy. In this way, they are responsible for global warming. D. Carbon dioxide is removed. Removal of carbon dioxide from the atmosphere by photosynthesis. State the word equation for photosynthesis. Carbon dioxide reacts with water to form glucose and oxygen. That means when carbon dioxide reacts with water, carbon dioxide is reduced from the atmosphere. So by photosynthesis process reduces carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. Next, proteins and PET are polymers made by reaction called condensation polymerization. This is a condensation polymer. So question is asking, draw the general structure of amino acid monomers used to make proteins. That means you know amino acid contains same carbon contains carboxyl group and NH2 group, amino group. Amino acid contain same carbon contain carboxyl group and NH2 group. So here if you one monomer, if you give OH carboxyl group, and here if you give one hydrogen, so this is the general formula. This is C carbon, this is any alkyl group hydrogen, NH2 same carbon contains, this carbon star mark carbon contains COOH group and NH2 group. So this is the general structure of amino acid. Proteins are polyamides. Name one other polyamide. Nylon you know contains amide linkage CONS. You know nylon is made from dicarboxylic acid and diamine. PET is a polymer used to make plastic bottles. The diagram of this PET, and you see COO, this is star functional group COO. This is the star functional group. One carbon, two oxygen. So name the linkage present, star linkage. COO is the star linkage, you know, and CONS is the amide linkage. Proteins and PET are both made by condensation polymerization. Describe the differences between condensation polymerization and addition polymerization. addition polymerization, no other product form, only one product is formed. Condensation polymerization uses monomers with two functional group. That means condensation polymer formed by the reaction of two functional group. Now, number C, describe two environmental challenges caused by the disposal of plastic, say PET. Environmental problems, the landfills. It fills the land, occupy land. And if you burn, it produces toxic gases or harmful gases. Formation of toxic gases during burning. If you burn, toxic gases produce, and it also occupies land. That means landfills. Thank you very much for watching my video.